Welcome, Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. We're in Hannibal. We made it. Now we got to make it back. Um, Things have gone okay today. Not gonna lie, things are pretty good. Could they be better? Always. I wouldn't have had to. I went inside Casey's twice. I stopped there. I decided that's where I'm gonna get lunch, and I was running low on chew, so I was like, I'll go in there, grab me a couple slices and a can of chaw, and maybe even a drink. And I did. And I went out and I ate my food, and then I grabbed a can of chaw. Well, see what the thing is with the chew. I said, "Hey, long cut straight." And the color, the purple and the brown one, you get mixed up all the time. They're both dark. They're kind of hard to tell whenever you're not on that side of the counter. And she's like, "Oh, that one's berry," because they changed the can, but they changed it back. And then she's like, "Oh, you want this one?" And she grabbed that teal orange one or whatever, salmon colored one, which I do like those cans. I really wish they would have stuck with those cans, but they went back to the original. Not the original, the new original, whatever the fucking can is. And she's like, "Oh, here you go." And she handed it to me, and I paid, and then I had to put everything in a bag. And then I really had to go to the restroom. I go, and there's a closed sign on the door. I still peek in there, and the guy's like, "All right, we're closed." I was like, "Oh, all right. Relax, fella. I really need to pee, though. I just drove from Kansas City." Like, it's closed. So, all right. So I go out to the truck. I eat my food. And I was getting ready to throw another dip in, and I still have chew in my other can, but I was like, I'm going to check out this other can. I wonder why they're still making them over here. Well, they're not still making them over here. They're old. That one went bad January 12th. So I had to go back in there. And then I saw that the sign was moved for the restroom, but there was a line of fucking people waiting. I was like, fuck it. I really got to pee, but I ain't going to risk it. I don't know what I would be risking. I guess pissing my pants. I said, nah, I'll just piss when I get to the place, because I was right down the street, like 7 minutes away from where I needed to go. They have a porta potty over here, but today was a little bit different because it's actually going to be the exact same as normal, other than the box that I got here. This is the empty, but it's not necessarily empty. They said that there was some shit inside of this one they could not get out. They put liners in these, but I guess they cut the liner, and it got all inside the tank. So they're like, it's got some shit in there. I didn't look. I'm not looking to see what they got in there. I don't give a fuck if there's kittens in here. I guess I would if there's kittens in here, but I don't give a shit if there's bananas or apricots in here. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking leaving. It's actually hazardous waste, so getting to work today was not fun. Usually driving around in the snow in your four-wheel drive truck is fun. Well, when your truck's two-wheel drive and the tires on it are not good and everything, it's not really snow. If you were driving on snow, I would have rather drove through snow. Everything was black ice in Kansas City, like every road. It was either snow-packed or black ice, and it was not good. Not good at all. The boss let a lot of people stay home today. Me, no, I had to go in. But I took the truck that broke down on me last time, and I asked my boss the night before. I said, "Hey man, can I take 255?" He said, "Yeah, if it's not broken, you can take it." I'm like, you gave that truck so much shit for being broken. That truck ain't never broke down on me. But that other one that everybody claims to love has broke down on me twice now. And now you want me to take it again on this long run. He said, well, you can take 255 again if you want to. I said, all right. Show up this morning, somebody's already got it running, and they took off with it. I'm like, motherfucker. Turns out the other roll-off truck is a little messed up. We call it 130, and 130 is, I don't know, it's got a leaking differential. So, and that was the truck the other guy was supposed to take. He beat me to the shop. He grabbed that one and took off with it, which, honestly, he needs to take it because it's got a tarp roller on it, and I don't need a tarp roller for what I'm doing because the boxes I'm hauling already have tarps on them. So, whether I can't be upset, even though I was a little bit. I really wanted to take that nice new truck, and this one, I don't know. It broke down on me. Other than that, it's still not very comfortable. And the other guy pissed me off. The other guy, because he's been taking. Well, he hasn't been taking. He's been receiving the jobs that I prefer to do. He's been doing them, and the one of the trucks that he used, he complained about the seat not working. I don't know what didn't work about the seat, but he said, "Oh, it's leaking air or something." I'm like, all right, I don't ride with air in my seat, and the seat that they replace the old seats with is from Seats.com. It's a piece of fucking shit. So I am upset at that guy because there was nothing wrong with that truck, and now it's just another, and that's what they're doing. Every time they swap out a seat, they're going to the Seats.com, and I'm just like, I hate those fucking seats. And you know what? My basically my job here is to sit in the seat. So it's not, you're giving me making my job uncomfortable when you're reporting it. And it was one of the seats that it rocks back, it like twists back. And these new seats, they don't fucking do. They do like an inch. They move up like an inch. So you're either sliding out of the seat or still like holding yourself in the seat. There's no, I mean, if they put washers underneath the seat and had it, crooked a little bit, not safe. So I don't know. So now that guy, he's taking my jobs, he takes my trucks, he fucking took my seat from me. That motherfucker, and that's the guy that, he's the reason my fucking finger got fucked up last year. Okay, listen, I gotta just shit on this guy for a little bit. All right, I'm sorry. That guy, he bothers me. When the boss, he looked at me one day and he said, "Hey, go park some trucks in the shop, because it's cold out." I start parking trucks in the shop, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm parking trucks in the shop. Boss told me." Says, "Boss told me too, but you don't put that truck in that bay. Put that truck in that bay, and go get that other truck." I'm like, "Hold on, who the fuck are you? Who in the fuck are you?" This guy acts like he's a fucking the boss's little bitch. So I don't know. Honestly, him as a guy, if you just go out and you hang out with him, he's not bad. Which I'd never have done that. So I don't know if he's bad or not. But him on a job site, I don't like his ass. I don't like him. I just say as little as possible and try to get away from him. I try to not be near that fucking guy because every single thing that he micromanages, every little fucking thing, and you're not a manager, bud. I've worked here longer than you have. So I don't know. And he's Class B. A Class B non-haz driver. Which, I mean, hey, I know there's a lot of people that are good Class B drivers that don't have has, and they're still an essential part of the program. But I outrank you. I out everything that motherfucker right there. Okay, okay. And he's over here and I'm just not a competitive person. So it's like I'm not gonna go over there and try to compete with him. I don't give a fuck what he does. Just don't involve me. But I don't know. There's several times where I'm like, is it worth possibly getting into an argument with this fucking guy? And now that I'm, really lashing out on it, maybe it is worth having a conversation with the motherfucker. But I don't know. It's really easy just to fucking complain on my podcast a little bit, and then not do anything about it. That's pretty good. Not bad. And he didn't piss me off today. I mean, he did take the truck that I wanted to use, but there was no option for me to use that truck. So, but in this truck, surprisingly, has not broke down on me yet, which is good. I am going to need to stop and get fuel or roll into the shop on fumes. I prefer not to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Just the drive into work was pretty rough. I mean, everything was ice. I took it really slow. A lot of people passed me, and I'm not sure. Every wreck that I saw, which I saw quite a few, they all looked fresh. Except for one of them, there was actually it was a security vehicle, like a secure guard truck that had all the lights on it, and he decided to block a lane because of a wreck. So I'm guessing it was also fresh. These are all fresh crashes that were happening, and people were still like going around me. Like, there's only one lane that has pavement, and I'm in it because I don't really want to risk. That's the lane everybody's in, but people are driving through the snowy, icy things, slipping and sliding just to try to get around me, just to get in front of me, which I'm going as fast as the guy in front of me. So I'm like, what are you doing? You're late already. We're all late to work, okay? There's you speeding around me like that, I guess, I mean, honestly, if you crash on your way to work, at least you can say, I crashed, I'm not going to make it in. So I don't know if that's what these people were doing, but they were really annoying. Everybody just trying to go faster during bad road conditions. And we even got to that long bridge that's all ice. Like, every time I gave my truck any throttle at all. Are you coming over again, bud? Every time I gave my truck any throttle, there's an ambulance over here, and he just left his blinker on, and he was like bumping the line on me. I'm like, hello, like, you can fucking speed up or fucking turn off your blinker or something. Yeah, it was not good. I mean, luckily I made it in. And, once I got off the highway, like, I really, like, sighed some relief. I was like, I made it at least to the area around my work where I'm not on the highway anymore. I mean, there's just so many bridges, and I know that the temperature really has an effect on what road treatments can be done, but I mean, there was nothing going on there. Like, I don't know, like, what you guys, there's got to be something you can do. I mean, it was all yesterday, morning, afternoon. That was a treacherous, that's what I talked about. That was not fun. And then, again this morning, it's like, can you guys get the fucking roads cleaned off? Like, what the hell? Like, you guys have been through this before. MoDOT and KDOT. Like, come on, man. Like, get this fucking shit cleaned up. This is kind of ridiculous how fucking sketchy the roads are. I don't know. It like the whole road that I wanted to take, not and it was like the slowdown wasn't for accidents. The slowdown was because of the ice. Um, so I don't know. They need to figure out something to get on them roads, get them cleaned off, or at least part of it cleaned off. Because I'm telling you, the whole, not just bridges, even regular roads that are on ground were full of black ice. I know it was like 5 degrees, but it was 0 degrees yesterday. So it's warmer, not much, but a little bit. And so I thought, and well, it kind of turned out pretty good that I was a little bit late. I mean, not good, but better, because the sun had started to come up by the time I was taking my roll-off truck out of the shop. And just that little bit of sun, even though it's cloudy as fuck now, it's not, but that little bit of sun that came out was able to melt at least some of the black ice. Because, I mean, the ice isn't even wet. Like, the roads looked dry. They're just ice, And then whenever I already talked to the wife about it today, whenever I get off today, I think I'm just going to go ahead, because I'm going to get back kind of late. I mean, not real late, I guess, but a little later than, like yesterday or whatever. I'm going to come in and, I'm going to pull my truck into the shop and start working on that front axle, figure out what I need to do to get the four-wheel drive to work on that truck. I think I mentioned it, maybe I talked a lot on it, I don't really remember. But the front differential on those 90s Chevys, at least the 90s, it might even be up until the 2000s, but there's just a little actuator. It's a pin. It's an electric pin. And you click the pin in, and the pin ejaculates into the front differential, and that puts the power from because whenever you pull that shifter back, it's supposed to push the pin and put power to the drive shaft, the front drive shaft. And right now, it's putting power. I know it's putting power to the front drive shaft. You can hear it kind of like clunk into gear. But that front pin, I'm guessing, is not engaging, and it's just cold. And maybe it just needs a little bit of a hammer to it. Maybe I can take it out and lube it up and clean it up on the wire wheel at work or something, and just to make it, operate a little bit better. And then put that back in. If that works, I'd rather it just be that. But if that doesn't work, I might snag a socket from work, and I'll replace it with a socket that I have at home. I have a fuckload of sockets. But find a socket, the right socket that's supposed to go in there to be the pin for the front differential, and put it in there. And then just, I don't know. I need to look at it again. I know I've seen YouTube videos about it, but I really need to have four-wheel drive. Now, I guess if all the roads are clear, because right now the roads out here, they didn't get much snow out here towards St. Louis. I mean, there is snow, but it's not even on the road at all. It's all just barely in the grass. So if the roads back home look a little bit like this, maybe I will just say, fuck it, and I'm driving it home, and I'll work on that shit tomorrow. Because tomorrow, most likely, but not 100%, I'm probably just going to be doing classwork, sitting around, not doing shit. I mean, there's a lot of classwork that I could be doing, and I'm going to make sure my boss knows that Do not put me on standby, even though he might want to. Don't put me, I'm coming in to work. I cannot use PTO. I mean, I could, but I don't want to use any PTO. I need to save that shit up. I got a big vacation coming up, and I need to get paid. So let me come in and at least do fucking classwork, or pay me to stay home and do the classwork. And I mean, I'll be transparent with what I'm doing, you know. But that's not an option. You can do your classwork at home, but they ain't gonna pay you for that. That's only for fucking people that work in the office and shit. They get to work from home. Like, oh, it's snowy outside, I'll just work from home, and all they do is answer phone calls and shit. And it's like, well, I mean, all I was gonna do was work on the computer. Why can't I stay home and fucking get paid? That's kind of ridiculous that the people that make the world, or the job actually get done, don't get the benefit of working from home whenever it could be an option. You know, and maybe it is an option. I have not thought to even ask about that, but I highly doubt it. They're like, yeah, you can pull it up on your computer at home and just sit there and do it, but you're not, you know, you have to be in the shop to get paid for it. And I don't know. That's why I'm like, well, hey, listen, I ain't answering emails. I ain't doing shit when I'm at home. You know, if you want me to do anything work related, I'm gonna have to wait until I get there and I'm on the clock. I got to be on your time to do it. But Casey's was not very good today. Not just because of the restroom and the chew mix up and everything, but they're lacking on the pizza. I got there at fucking 12:15. It's like, you guys don't have any fucking pizza? The hell? They had a pepperoni, like 3 slices of pepperoni that looked like they've been spinning for a while. They look dizzy. And 1 sausage. Or not, no, it was beef. It was a beef slice. I'm grabbing 3 of these motherfuckers. I grabbed them. That's all there was. It was fuck everybody else. Yell at those guys. Those are the guys that make the pizza. I fucking buy the pizza, okay? They got these new things. They got Hawaiian rolls with pepperoni on it or something like that. I'm like, that is the biggest scam I ever heard of. I don't know how much you charge for it, but I'm like, 3 Hawaiian rolls with things on it. They're like, oh yeah, they're sliders. I'm like, that's fucking scam right there. You get as much pepperoni on 1 slice of pizza as that fucking thing. Got a new Joe Rogan that came out today. I haven't listened to too much on it yet. I just got into it, but it's Mike Baker, which is one of my favorite fucking people. Let me give him a little bit of a shout out for anybody that, if you don't want to watch the news, it takes up too much time, you don't know where to go to watch news, go to the Presidential Daily Brief, or the President's Daily Brief. It's a Spotify, well, it's on all the platforms, but I do it on Spotify because that's what I use. And it's a podcast, but there's 30-minute episodes twice a day. Don't worry about listening to every single one of them. I don't. But he gives you a long list in the title of what the podcast is kind of, hints on, and it's super short. So, there's a lot of information packed into short little episodes. And that's run by Mike Baker. He's been doing it for a while now, but it's a really, really good little, especially for like stuff that's overseas that you might be interested in, because it's not just stuff around the United States. Obviously, he does cover that, but it's set up to be like a presidential briefing. You know, he's like, all right, these are the things going on around the world, and you know, he does. It's not. I mean, I don't want to downplay it a little bit, but it's not biased, really. Um, he does make a few little comments here and there. He is obviously conservative slash Republican, but um, he spits the facts, so you get all the facts that you want to know, and then that's about it. But and it's not. It's a lot of stuff that I'm not hearing anywhere else too. If there is a big event like a plane crash or something, yeah, he'll talk about it. And then I don't know. Anyways, I just can't. I can't recommend it enough. It's a good place to go if you're just wanting to get the real news quickly and go on about your day. It's a 30-minute podcast, and I don't listen to them all, but they're all there twice a day. It's kind of insane that how he can keep up with that. But yeah, and then now he's on Joe Rogan, so it's a nice little. It's gonna be nice to listen to that. What else is going on? About it. I mean, really not a whole lot going on. What did I eat for dinner last night? I know I'm asking you guys like you would know, but I'm really kind of stumped on what I ate last night. I made some tuna for lunch for yesterday, and I'm telling you, that tuna was fucking good. I do make a mean tuna sandwich. This one had turkey in it because we went to Grandma's for that turkey dinner, and she gave us a giant bag of turkey, so I shredded that up with the tuna, about the same as the can, and mixed it up with. No fucking way. There ain't no fucking way this truck just broke down again. Are you fucking with me right now? I can't believe it. Alright, so this truck that fucking broke down on me last time has just broke down on me again. Wonderful. And the mechanic that worked on it, I told him this morning, I said, if it breaks down, you come and pick me up. He's like, it ain't gonna break down. I replaced everything on that fucking thing. It ain't gonna break down. Here we are. I can't go over 60. Oh, I think we're off. I think we are broken. No, we got a little power. All right, well, I'm gonna pause this and I'll bring you back. Man, I think it's funny. I'm back now. I think it's funny that people don't take me. I mean, yeah, I'm a joker, but I'm like, that truck is not gonna run. It's not gonna do it. And they're like, yes, it will. And they're like, you're the only one that ever has problems with. And I don't understand why they don't. I'm trying to explicitly tell them that other people don't drive this truck more than an hour from the shop. So, yes, of course, it's going to run great for everybody else. And I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's colder today than it was the day that it broke down on me before. And yeah, my voice is going to be all fucking shaky because the truck is like getting power and losing power, getting power and losing power very rapidly. And it's just shaking the shit out of me. And it's not consistent at all. I'm currently doing 35 miles an hour. 45. I'm almost doing the minimum here, and it's shaking the fuck out of me. I have a feeling I'm going to call it quits before I still have 2.5 hours at regular speed to get to where I need to be. So at 35 miles an hour, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Yeah, get the fuck around me, you dumb shit. Jesus, this guy's coming flying around the corner. He sees me. There's nobody else around. He can see me for a fucking mile. And he runs right up on my ass to fucking go around me. It's like, I've got my flashers on. I'm half on the shoulder. I know if I see a fucking trooper, I'm going to be in trouble. I got 5 miles to make it to Shelbina. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they said just run it. Just run the truck. And now I actually have no power. Oh, it turned back on. So yeah, this is my life. I'll be getting an extensive amount of overtime today, which is great. I'll also be contributing another $2,100. Well, it'll be more than that. Tow bill to. Yep, the truck is dead. It's dead. This is not good. And now, I mean, I had pulled over next to this little town, Honeywell, and as soon as the truck just shut off. As soon as I got off, and I had to cross the highway, which was not fun. I'll put it in neutral, set the brake. All right, we're fired up. As soon as I got off, it was a no truck exit or no truck road, so a no truck route is what I'm trying to say. So I had to get back on the highway, and I made it, I don't know, a few miles down the road. And yeah, they said, oh yeah, just run it. Well, now it's dead, and now I'm not on an exit. I'm on the side of the highway next to a field and a railroad track with nothing around me, and it looks like the snow's coming in. So this is just great. I might be able to get this thing to fire up enough to give me some heat while I wait for a tow truck, but I imagine I'm going to be getting towed again. So I don't know. I'll update you again. I now need to make a phone call because or I don't know. I guess it's not firing up. Let's check the map while I got you here. If I could make it to Shelbina, I don't want to risk anything else. Yeah, it's dead. It's done for. It is not gonna. It's dead. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go and fucking cuss out my mechanic and my fucking boss. bye for a little bit. I'll be back. I'll be back. Got me a free cup of coffee. That was nice. I don't even know where I left you guys off. I don't think you guys even know where I'm at right now. I'm at a truck stop. I made it to a truck stop. Luckily, there was one right on the next exit, and I got the truck right as my boss called me, wondering what the hell's going on. It actually kind of fired up a little bit and started to go. And I was like, I'm making it to this exit. I got a tow truck coming, and then I got off the phone with him. And it died when I got here. I turned off the batteries, and then walked inside and grabbed me a bottle of the Howes diesel treatment and the 911, the red bottle of 911. Dumped it in it, got the truck to fire back up and get to the pumps. It wasn't happy, but it made it. Just had to do a U-turn. Then I left it idling, went in to pay for fuel because the card reader out here don't work. Put like 50 some gallons in it, and then it was still idling, and then I went back in to get my receipt. They said, you get a free coffee. I said, oh, wonderful. I'm going to go move my truck real quick. I don't know why, but I was like, let me run outside. I'm going to move my truck and come back in for the coffee. So I got the truck and parked it, went back in there, called the wife, got some coffee. It's pretty good coffee. Not bad. Had worse. And it's out here just idling just fine. Idling great. And I'm telling you, it will idle great. But as soon as you put any power to it, it don't like it. Now, even idling, and I can rev it up, and it even sputtered doing that. But usually you can rev it up, sitting here in neutral, rev it up, fucking do whatever you want. Well, slightly, I guess. But I don't know. My fuel filter, it's full of fuel, which my mechanic says that's not good. It's only supposed to be like halfway full. Or only have a little bit in it or whatever. So that means that it's clogged up and it's not letting the fuel pass through it. So it's overfeeding itself or some shit like that. I don't know. I said, I'm going to let it sit here and idle for a little bit. And I called the mechanic back. I said, I'm going to attempt it. I'm going to attempt it. I want you to be on the phone with me while I do it. And I barely could make it up the fucking hill, leaving the truck stop here. And luckily, there's another road that leads down back to the truck stop, so I just came back here. And I said, I'm going to sit here for a while, and then I'm going to attempt to drive it. I know these tow truck drivers, I called the same fucking tow company as last time. And I think they like the money, but I also don't think they like that they're going to have to work late tonight towing my ass back. I would love to drive this thing on the road. But, like I've tried to explain to everybody, I'm like, I am in a perfect location to get hooked up to a tow truck. Wide open, flat, concrete, nobody else around really. It's nice, open, clean. Because they're going to have to get underneath my truck and take my drive shaft out, strap it up, and then they got to get the front end hooked up and all that shit. And if I get up there and get on the highway and get this thing rolling, I know it's just going to fuck up again. They're saying it's gelling up, and I'm like, that is possible. It could be gelling up. I don't have tools to replace the fuel filter or an extra fuel filter with me. So that really doesn't do me any good. I put the 911 shit in here. And I don't know. I wish I could have just used a different truck. Because even my boss, he's like, well, I just won't put you on that run anymore. Like, dude, don't fucking even. I know you like to joke, I like to joke. Don't fucking joke about that shit, man. Because this is not my fault. I warned the mechanic, my boss, the fleet manager, the other guys that run this truck. I said, do not send me in that truck. It's not going to make it all the way. Then it made it all the way. And I was like, all right, maybe they were right. I guess they did replace whatever the fuck they needed to replace, and it runs great. And then it started fucking up again. And I don't know, they keep saying, oh, it's gelling up and shit. And it's like, well, if it was gelling up, wouldn't it would just fucking stop. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? If it's got enough to clog up the fuel filter to keep fuel from getting in it, it would just clog it up, and then I'd be dead in the water. And then even that, I'm going to be right here. I can go inside this truck stop and hang out because it's warm inside there. And they got coffee and snacks. If I go down here and get 15 miles down the road where there is no town for a while, and the truck gels up or breaks down again, and I'm in a situation where I'm cold as fuck sitting on the side of the highway waiting on a tow truck. I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, what I would prefer to do is sit here and wait for the tow truck to come and just have me towed back. I mean, if I would really like it if I could just drive this fucking thing back. And they think it's ready to go, but I know it's gonna act like it's ready to go. It's gonna act like it's fine. Now there is an exit down the road a little bit that I can make it to. I'm driving right now. I don't know. I don't want to be a bitch about it. I'm driving. Seems to be. See? See what I said? It's still fucking up. It's still fucking up, guys. I mean, there is a Casey's over here. I'm just going to do a UE. I'm going to do a UE and go back to where I was. I know this thing's not going to run right. I just don't want to get out on the highway. I wish they would fucking understand what I'm trying to say to them. I know they don't want to spend $2,500 to tow my ass back. I don't really want to get towed back. I'd rather drive myself. But it's either get towed from a good location or get towed from a horrible location. In the dark, on the side of the highway. It's not dark yet. But, I don't know. And now, I don't know if the tow truck driver is going to call me. I guess I could have gone. I don't really want to go and fucking, I know this thing's going to fucking chug as soon as I get out in the middle of the road. I don't want to cut anybody off. Damn, this is a busy ass town, ain't it? Can you all get the fuck out of the way? I had an opening, but the truck that was driving up didn't have his blinker on. He's like, I'm going to Casey's. Almost fucking nailed him. I didn't realize he was turning in here. Come on, motherfuckers. Jesus. Just, oh, man. See, it just did it. I don't know if you could hear it, but it just did it. It's not running right. Oh, man. Mm-mm-mm-mm. What a dilemma I am in. It's not ready yet. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna sit here and let it idle for a lot longer. Fucking sit here and play fucking Pokemon or something. But it's, I'm telling you, it's not good. All right, well, I know this one. Hopefully, this one doesn't turn into a bunch of sections of podcasts. I know it's gonna, but I guess I could probably just end it right here. And you know what? Tomorrow, I'll know exactly what the fuck happened. Keep all 18 down. Adios.